Now, the molecular reactions are also balanced by using half reaction method or ion electron method and oxidation number method or electron transfer method. For example, this is the one of the example of molecular equation when potassium dichromate solution is mixed with the ferrous sulfate solution in the presence of the sulfuric acid medium. Now, potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate and ferric sulfate plus water will be formed. This is one of the example of a molecular reaction. This can be balanced by using two methods. Suppose if you want to balance this equation by using half reaction method or ion electron method, first write the oxidation state. Write the oxidation state of each element below its symbol. Potassium oxidation number is +1. Oxygen oxidation state is -2. Now 2 plus 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. Now x is equal to +6. And here in any compound, sulfate radical whole charge is -2. That's why iron charge is +2. Similarly, in sulfuric acid, sulfate radical charge is -2 and hydrogen oxidation number is +1. Similarly, in K2SO4, sulfate radical oxidation number is -2 and potassium oxidation number is +1. And here also -2. So 2x minus 6 is equal to 0 and x is equal to +3. In ferric sulfate, sulfate radical charge is -2 and iron charge is +3. And in water, hydrogen oxidation number is +1 and oxygen oxidation state is -2. So if you want to balance the molecular redox reaction by using half reaction method or oxidation number method, first write the oxidation state of each element and then identify which is involved in oxidation and reduction. Chromium +6 is reduced to +3. So decrease in oxidation number. So this is a reduction process. And iron +2 is oxidized to iron +3. So increase in oxidation number is known as oxidation. Now divide this molecular reaction into ionic reaction. One is, next step is divide this one into two half reactions. One is oxidation half reaction, and the other one is reduction half reaction. In this example, the oxidation half reaction is iron plus 2 is oxidized to iron plus 3. So from that molecular reaction, write the ion to ion change. So that means iron plus 2 is oxidized to iron plus 3. And here chromium plus 6 is reduced to chromium plus 3. But here chromium is in compound radical form. So write its compound radical formula, that means Cr2O7 charge is minus 2, because potassium combining capacity is 1, dichromate radical combining capacity is equal to 2. So write ion to ion change. So Cr2O7 minus 2 is reduced into Cr plus 3. So while balancing the molecular reaction by using half reaction method with the help of oxidation number values, first convert the molecular equation into ionic equation and apply the same rules. That means the remaining, in the case of this example, the remaining atoms are not involved in the oxidation or reduction process. They are K plus and SO4 minus 2 ions. So no need to write those ions in these two half reactions. So write ion to ion change only. That means convert the molecular equation into ionic equation. Now apply the same rules. Next step is balance the atoms other than oxygen comma hydrogen by multiplying with the suitable number. Here iron in the reactant side and product side, its number is same. But in this reduction half reaction, there are 2 chromium atoms in the reactant side. That's why 2 into Cr plus 3. 2 into Cr plus 3. And then next step is balance the oxygen atoms. In this example, this reaction takes place in the presence of acid. So if you want to balance the oxygen atoms in acidic medium, add the required number of H2O molecules to the side deficient in oxygen atoms. But in this oxidation of reaction, there is no oxygen. That's why copy the same equation. In this reduction of reaction, in the reactant side, there are 7 oxygen atoms. So Cr2O7 minus 2 is reduced to 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. Now, next step is balance the hydrogen atoms. Balance the hydrogen atoms. Here, the reaction takes place in acidic medium. That's why add the required number of H plus ions. So Fe plus 2 oxidized to Fe plus 3. In the product side, there are 4 hydrogen atoms. That's why Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 14 H plus gives rise to 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. 7H2O. Now, balance the charge. Next step is balance the charge by adding the required number of electrons. By adding the required number of electrons. In oxidation of reaction, in the reactant side, charge is plus 2. In the product side, charge is plus 3. So add 1 electron to the product side. So iron plus 2 gives rise to iron plus 3 plus electron. In the reduction half reaction, in the reactant side, total charge is plus 12. And in the product side, total charge is plus 6. So, add 6 electrons in the reactant side. So, Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 14 H plus 6 electrons gives rise to 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. And the next step is equalize the number of electrons. To equalize the number of electrons, multiply oxidation half reaction with multiply the oxidation half reaction with 6 and then copy the same equation. Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 14 H plus 6 electrons gives rise to 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. And then the final balanced redox reaction will be obtained by adding these two half reactions. 6 Fe2 plus gives rise to 6 Fe plus 3 plus 6 electrons. Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 14 H plus 6 electrons gives rise to 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. Now the final balanced ionic equation is Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 6 Fe plus 2 plus 14H plus gives rise to 2Cr plus 3 plus 6 Fe plus 3 plus 7H2O. So this is the final balanced ionic equation. So here the point is, first convert the molecular reaction into ionic equation and apply the same rules. So this is about the balancing of molecular reaction by using half reaction method. Similarly, same molecular reaction can also be balanced by using oxidation number method. Now, redox reactions are also used in titrations. Titrations means with the help of titrations, it is possible to calculate the amount of the one of the substance by adding the known amount of the some other substance. That is said to be titration. In some of the titration reactions also involved in redox process, but this redox reactions are not involved in acid-base neutralization reactions. This type of redox reactions are involved in permanganometry reactions. That means when the permanganate ion reacts with oxalate ion C2O4 minus 2 in the presence of acidic medium Mn plus 2 and carbon dioxide gas and water is produced. So here the chemical reaction takes place in between potassium permanganate and oxalic acid. Here the KMnO4 solution itself acts as self-indicator. So one of the reagent itself acts as an indicator. When potassium permanganate solution is added to oxalic acid in acidic medium, the end point is, or equivalence point is, colorless to pale pink. So if the colorless solution turns to pale pink, the chemical reaction between potassium permanganate and oxalic acid is completed. So in this titration reaction, both oxidation and reduction takes place. In MnO4 minus, manganese oxidation number is plus 7 and here it is plus 2. So plus 7 to plus 2, decrease in oxidation number. So this is a reduction process. And in C2O4 minus 2, carbon oxidation number is plus 3. In CO2, carbon oxidation number is plus 4. So increase in oxidation number. So this is oxidation process. So here the point is, in permanganometry titrations means in this titration one of the reagents should be potassium permanganate. Its color is pink color. That itself acts as an indicator to know the completion of the chemical reaction. So this is one of the example of a redox reaction. So here the equivalence point is colorless to pale pink. Now in the second example, when dichromate ion reacts with, for example, oxalate ion in the presence of acidic medium, and dichromate ion is reduced to Cr plus 3 and oxalate ion produce CO2 plus water. So here the titration is in between potassium dichromate and oxalic acid in the presence of sulfuric acid medium. Here potassium dichromate is not used as self-indicator. Here the indicator, external indicator is used in this titration. Its name is diphenylamine is used as external indicator to know the end point or equivalence point. So here the end point is it produces intense blue color. Diphenylamine produce intense blue color solution. So in the second example, the titration is in between potassium dichromate and oxalic acid in the presence of acidic medium. But here external indicator is used, and which is known as diphenylamine. It produces intense blue color. So this is also one of the example of redox reaction, because in Cr2O7 minus 2 chromium oxidation state is plus 6 and C2O4 minus 2 carbon oxidation state is plus 3 and Cr plus 3 charge is plus 3. In CO2 carbon oxidation state is plus 4. So plus 6 to plus 3. So this is a reduction process. Plus 3 to plus 4 oxidation process. So this is an example of redox reaction, that too one of the titration reaction. And the third example is on addition of starch solution after the liberation of iodine from the reaction of copper plus 2 ions on iodide ions, an intense blue color appears. That means when copper plus 2 reacts with iodide ions, produce Cu2I2, cuprous iodide, and iodine gas is also liberated. This gives intense blue color. Now to balance this reaction, it is multiplied with 2, and this is also Cu2. So 4 iodines, that's why into 4. Now this is the final balanced reaction. Now this color disappears as soon as the iodine is consumed by thiosulfate ion. So when iodine reacts with thiosulfate ion S2O3 minus 2. Now due to the formation of I minus, and tetrathionate ion, this intense blue color disappears due to the formation of iodide ions. Now this is the complete balanced reaction. So these two are the examples of the redox reactions. So finally, redox reactions are also used in some of the titrations. Here the titration is in between copper plus 2 and iodide ion. Here it is iodine and the thiosulfate ion. So finally, in recent years, oxidation processes decrease in electron density because loss of electrons is known as oxidation. Gaining of electrons is known as reduction. That's why reduction process is increase in electron density. So up to now, the different concepts in stoichiometry chapter are completed. So these concepts are very useful to you while appearing IIT JEE type examinations or MSET examinations and NEET examinations also. So thank you one and all.